Dudes and dudettes of YouTube land, it's Frank with What's the Point EDC. You guys asked for it, so I'm going to give it to you. The White River FC3.5 Pro Edge Retention Test Time, you guys. This should be a fun one. You guys know how I feel about this knife, and if you don't know how I feel about it, I love this knife. It is an awesome EDC knife. S35 VN steel, nice thin geometry. Good tall flat ground blade. Technically it's a saber, but we're going to call it a flat grind in this. Good belly, good straight, nice tip, good handle. What's not to like about this knife? Let's see what we got here. Okay, so before we get started, I do want to say this is 1-inch twisted sisal rope right here. For every 10 cuts that I make, I will mark one line on this piece of paper. We'll see how far we get. This is S35 VN, so I haven't tested it before as far as edge retention goes, so this is going to be a fun one. I really dig this knife. It's a good knife all the way around. This should be a good one. I'm going to cut right here at about a 1-inch portion right here. This right here should be a cool test. Let's go ahead and get this thing started. So I really like to do this test. Now, I didn't want to do this 1/2-inch rope. I thought I was going to drop it down a little bit in size. But for right now, I'm just going to stick with it. And the reason being is because I'm going to see what knives do what with it. And I'm just getting a feel for it. This is only the 4th knife that I've done with this 1/2-inch rope. So I'm really interested to see what a few more do. Let's go ahead and get us a quick little test in here. See how it feels. I didn't think there'd be any issues. This is just 10 cuts right here. I think this thing, I'm going to say, it has to do at least 60. I hope it does 60. It's S35 VN, and I've never watched an actual testing with 1/2-inch twisted rope right here, so I don't really know what to expect, but we're going to have fun doing it. That's for damn sure. That's what it's all about, you guys. It may not be the most scientifical. I may not have the best editing, but what I'm doing is I'm having fun, and that's what this hobby is all about. I mean, what else is life all about? If you ain't having fun, you ain't doing something right. Hopefully, I get my cuts right. My count of my cuts, I should say. That should be 5.
I guess after I edit this, I'll find out how many's really there. That was 6.
Well, I can tell you now, I don't think I'm going to have any actual really pain issues. It is getting a little bit of a hot spot right here, but that's to be expected. I'm doing a whole bunch of push cutting and stuff. I will say that I'm not using a whole bunch of effort to do this right now. It's actually going pretty freaking smooth. It's going through pretty easily. I don't even feel like I should be testing the knife right now. Yeah, I don't even think I need to at this moment, but I'm doing it though. As far as the paper cut, I'm gonna say after about the 4th line, 40 cuts is when I think it'll start possibly needing to be checked, but time will tell. Let's freaking get it. Obviously, this is a voiceover, so this is after I've done the testing. I'm telling you guys now, the FC3.5 Pro glides through this rope so efficiently for a fixed blade. It definitely goes through better than a lot of fixed blades. Not all, but better than a lot.
Got 10 down.
Let's go ahead and test this paper real quick. I didn't think there'd be any issues at all. I definitely like the way that this is really thin, tall, flat grind right here. It's very efficient. I can say that right now. Definitely an efficient cutter. White River heat treated this S35 VN 59 to 60 HRC, and it's a freaking performing knife. This gives me high hopes for the other knives and different steels that White River uses that I really plan on using in the future. This is just the first of many White River knives. I cannot wait to try out more stuff of theirs. All right, got another 10 down, another 10 down. We're at 40 now. We have officially made it to 40. Do you guys think that it's still going to cut paper without snagging? What do y'all think? Let me know. It's going to start here. I didn't think so. This is really an efficient knife. I gotta say, this is a hell of an efficient knife. And in my honest opinion, if these scales were contoured a little bit more, kind of like a Survive Knives EDC4, wow. I can't wait to make my custom scales for this. I cannot wait. Let's go ahead and do 10 more, why don't we? I really like these EDC size fixed blades. White River really did a daggone good job with this one. I highly recommend it. I'll tell you what, it's making me pretty confident in my sharpening abilities because this is really doing good. Another 10 down. My hand is definitely getting a little bit of pain, but that's kind of to be expected. We got 5 freaking lines, y'all. We got 50 cuts. Will it still cut the paper without issue? I'm telling you, this thing is gonna, can we get more than 80 out of this? Do you think we can get more than 80? Huh? Talk to me now. What do you guys think? Look at that edge on there too, by the way. Sheesh. Let's keep it going. Don't stop now. So when I sharpened it up for the first time, I put a 17-degree edge on it. It didn't take long for me to put it on because it's pretty thin behind the edge, which is a really good thing because it makes it a little more simple when you're sharpening it up. And of course, as you know, it cuts better, a little bit more efficient. That's what I really like about this knife. I keep saying how efficient it is, and it is really efficient. Another 10 down. Now, what you might notice is I'm kind of all over the place with some of my cutting. It's because I'm trying to find out the best placement for my hands. For me personally, I prefer rounded spines, but this thing is freaking kicking ass. I mean, to the next freaking level. Let's keep testing this thing right here. That's crazy. That is freaking crazy, you guys. 50 cuts already. Let's keep it going. I mean, 60 cuts, my fault. I'm trying to find the best way to hold it. I just want to say this thing is getting it through this rope. I've had several other knives at this point pretty much start to completely die out, to the point where I had to put a whole lot of pressure down and put a lot of force into the cuts because it seemed like they were actually losing the bite. Not that they wouldn't cut and not that they wouldn't cut the paper, but that really good bite. Okay, I am starting to notice that it is beginning to lose a little bit of bite. It's not going dead, but it's beginning to lose that extreme push-through bite that it had there for a while. Let me mark one more line down here. Hopefully this camera's still rolling because my screen is totally black right now. I can't see anything. Oh, I'm going to be so upset if it ain't rolling. I better be quick about this. How? Let's keep it rolling. This shit is getting it. Let me tell you now, the highest amount of cuts has been 80 so far, and this thing is hitting the 80 mark with ease. It's still cutting like a champ, breezing through. Yes, I have to put pressure down, but let me tell you what, this thing has no give in it. S35 VN, nice and thin behind the edge at 59 to 60 HRC seems to be perfect. I don't know how this is freaking still going. Understand me, that's 80 cuts now. 80 cuts. This is crazy. Is my hand hurting? Oh, a damn right it is. But it's freaking going easily still. When I say easy, yes, I'm putting a whole shitload of pressure in. Yes, it is taking some force now. But when I say easy, I mean, I've had... Oh. What is going on here? This is freaking wild. Like, this is legit freaking wild. Hopefully, my phone isn't dead. In fact, I'm just going to take a quick second, plug the phone in. I'll be right back. We got 80 cuts. Listen to me now. Who would have thought 80 cuts? 80 cuts. Let me get some paper out again. Oh, here we go. We got a fresh piece. Or not so fresh, but fresh enough. How? Jesus, this thing is... It's setting the record. So the reason why this is having such good edge retention is because it's very efficient. It's very thin behind the edge. It has a really tall, thin, flat grind to it. Let's freaking continue. I don't understand it. 80 cuts, you guys. 80 cuts. My hand is, I mean, it's been about 5 minutes since I took a break, maybe 3. So it feels a little bit better. Sticking to that 1-inch portion of the blade. For the most part. I know I do deviate sometimes. Not every cut's going to be perfect, and it is what it is. But the thing...
This video is going on forever, so for the sake of time, I sped this up. Let me tell you what's going on in the background. What you don't hear is me sitting here going back and forth with myself about how many cuts that I am off on my count. Turns out I rewound it and counted. There was 10 cuts. I was totally on the whole time.
Wow. So it's starting to hiccup. Starting to. Are we going to call it? Are we going to call it? Are we going to call it? I don't know. Let's cut this one down a couple more times and see. Let's go ahead and just do it like this. So it is hicking up, guys. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's there's no way it's going to survive another 10. But we're going to do it real quick, though. Right now, we are at 90 freaking cuts. This thing has done 90 cuts so far. That is incredible. It is a channel record. Channel record. Let's just go ahead, do 10 more, and we're going to do 5 real quick, and then do 5 more and see what happens. You know, this right here is pretty much for the fun of it. I don't think it's going to cut paper very well at all afterward in that 1-inch section, I should say. Let's go ahead and see what we got here. Let's go S35VN. There's a reason why I freaking love this steel and I love this knife. Oh my God. This is this is the perfect steel for this knife. It is. This and Crewwear, that's the 2 best steels for this knife, in my humble opinion. I just think so because they both can handle good thin geometry. You know, and they're still pretty daggone tough. I just love Crewwear. I put Crewwear on everything. Was that cut number 4? Maybe this one's cut number 5 now. Cut number 5, I guess. Let's see. Let's get this piece of paper out. We're just having fun at this point. No way. Let's keep it going. 5 more. And then we're at freaking 100 cuts.
These videos are long as hell. And to everybody who's still in this video this far in, I appreciate you. For real, I appreciate the support. You're freaking awesome for that.
Surely it's dead now. Surely it's dead now. Golly, I got this stuff everywhere. Surely it is dead, you guys. 100 cuts. If this thing cuts through this paper and doesn't get completely snagged, I don't know what to say. That's crazy. I think it could keep going. I don't know. It's almost at its threshold. It's still not getting completely snagged, though, you guys. What do we do here? What do we do? We're already at 100. We're already at 100, you know. What do we do? Do we keep going? Hot damn. I don't know what to do. Keep it going. This thing ain't dead yet.
For real, I should have just called it quits right there. These last couple cuts, who knows why I decided to do them, but I did. I can tell you now, this is a hell of a good knife.
You know what? Let's just
Over 100 cuts. Hit the like button and give me a comment for that right there. That's putting in some work.
I don't know. Damn. I mean, look, hold on.
I don't know what to say. I'm literally speechless right now. I just don't know. This was a freaking awesome test right here. I don't know. Maybe I just sharpened this thing up spectacularly. I don't know. Hella impressive. For the guy who asked me to revisit this, I'm going to pin your name up in the left-hand corner. I'm going to have to find your comment where you said that at. I really appreciate you for saying that and for putting that comment in. I listen to everything you guys say. But who would have thought this thing would have gotten 100 cuts? S35VN, 100 cuts. Shout out to White River. Shout out to my homeboy Floyd. Fist bump to him and fist bump to everybody who supports the channel. You guys are freaking awesome. Yeah, sharp knives and good vibes only. You know what time it is. If you're an addict, never quit quitting. Stay strong and live long. If you're struggling with bad thoughts, reach out and talk to somebody. It is okay to talk. Never quit quitting and never give up. Take it easy and stay greasy, y'all. Peace.